This too shall pass. So let's shift focus now to another pressing matter, and one that is overarching and has been certainly in our part of the world, whether you're in the business of food, clothing, beauty, homeware, you name it. If you operate in the Southern Hemisphere, then you do so in some of the most water-stressed regions on the planet. Now, a retailer renowned for considering saving and recycling water in every aspect of an operation is Woolworths. We've seen this firsthand. What's more, they've realized that educating our children about this precious resource is key to making all the difference. And the best way to do that is leading by example. Take a look.
For a lot of South African learners, frequent water cuts and poor access to water mean repeated disruption. And because of hygiene issues, every time there is a water cut, most schools have to close down, which means that learners lose out on some valuable education time. And that's why Woolworths has announced a 1.5 million rand investment in water infrastructure at schools. We're in Niederberg Primary today to learn more about these water tanks, as well as see the kids interacting with them.
With his school enrolled in the Woolworths educational program and with the new rain harvesting system installed, Principal Lawrence is a happy man.
Mr. Lawrence, what was the school's first reaction when you heard that Woolworths would be installing water tanks here at the school?
Well, we were very excited because the usage of water at the school was a problem. The thought of day zero was a big problem for us. We were not in a position ourselves to buy water tanks to service the needs we have. So when we heard that the Wood Foundation will become a board and donate the 2 tanks, plus the pump, everything, we were very excited. The tanks will be used for drinking purposes, water drink purposes, then it will also be used to flush the toilets, and then also the little garden ware.
These lessons dovetail with geography, science, life skills and technology. National Manager for Woolworths Educational Programs, Thando Tladi, oversees this vast initiative.
Can you tell us more about the water-themed lessons that are taking place in the classroom and how they're being implemented with the learners?
So we believe that change begins with awareness and education, and the lessons are designed to do exactly this, to teach learners that water does not in fact come from a tap and that we need to do our part today to conserve this. We teach them about the water cycle and of course what they need to do at home and at school to save water today.
It is important to save water because people need water in the world. Water is the key to all our lives. I am gonna go home and tell everybody that water is very important to us. Water is the key. That is why we are living.
Water is very important for us and that we can't survive without water because we feed our babies with water and our plants with water. Because water feeds our plants and our plants feed us to get food, and without water we're nothing.
How and why did Woolies and my school recognize the need to bring in the tanks but also promote education around water in schools?
Water's always been a big focus for us as a business. I think through our good business journey, we've tried to streamline how much water we use in all our operations. Through the Woolworths Educational Fund, we've supported schools with water tanks every year during the month of March as part of our celebrations of Water Month. However, with the drought last year, I think it highlighted the need for us to ramp up our efforts to support schools, and our supporting many other schools this year and many years to come.
How exactly will these water tanks benefit the schools?
The tanks have a 10,000 litre storage capacity, so depending on the size of the school, we either install 1 or 2 tanks. And this, of course, gives the school access to clean water. Each tank comes with a filtration system, which will help with the cooking at the school as part of the school's nutrition program. And, of course, for washing of hands and ablution facilities. And most importantly, food gardens and the watering thereof if they have a food garden at their school.
3,000 schools now benefit from these lessons, creating an aware, water-wise generation who will soon be the stewards of our precious resource.
If you're already a My School, My Village, My Planet supporter, and every time you shop, swipe your card and a percentage of what you spend will be given to the fund on your behalf.